that. Okay, now one thing I do as well, some people put on their heated in the night during the winter months. They put it on the night to keep the house warm because it's cold. But I'll tell you one secret: I never put on my heating at night. Never. Okay, we put it off maybe say 8 o'clock before we go to bed, and that's it until 6 o'clock when I wake up and I put it on to warm up the house while we're getting ready for school and all of that. Now, one way you can save money without having to on your heating halfway through the night or put it on automatic to come on sometime during the night to warm the house is line your beds with fleece. Okay, so if you go get fleece, the fleece cover, line, so when you have your mattress cover, you have your drush, your fitted sheet, then you put a fleece cover underneath that, one that is big enough for your bed size. You put it underneath that, and then you have your duvet. So again, there are different sizes of duvet. Okay, so you have the 4 tog, which you can use during the summer months when it's hot, and sometimes you don't even need it. You can just get a sheet during the summer months. But if you need a duvet, if it's still a bit cold for you, you have the 4 tog. You can use that during the summer time months of the year. Then you also have a 10 tog, and then you also have, I think, a 9 and a 15. So go for the 15 tog during the winter months because that one is thick enough to keep you warm. So I have all these different types of duvet, which I change depending on the weather and the time of the year. So get a 15 tog. So remember, you have a fleece, which you line underneath, and then you have a 15 tog duvet. Now, you have underneath your 15 tog or whatever tog duvet you have, then you also have another layer of fleece. Okay, I tell you, you will be warm and toasty at night. Sometimes it gets so hot for I and my children that they remove the fleece on top of inside the duvet, and then they just use the duvet because the one on the bed, on the mattress, sort of keeps you warm. So with that, you don't need to put on your heating overnight. That will keep you warm and toasted. Trust me, if you do that, you have no reason to put on your heating at night. And then that will also sort of cut down the cost for your electricity bill, which is where your heating comes off from. Now, you can also, during the winter months, wear a lot of layers at home. Okay, so wear lots of layers at home to keep warm, and then use your fleece around the house. So if you're in a sitting room, you can use your fleece to wrap around yourself, to put on your lap to keep you warm. And you can also have a hot water bottle to also keep you warm. So these are things that you can do that will help reduce you having to heat your house all the time, which is going to contribute to the high rates for your electricity and gas bills. Again, cutting down, you can cook less. Okay, you cook big chunks of meal. Let's say during the weekend, you cook big chunks of food and you store them in the freezer, and it's just a case of maybe you make a big sauce, a big stew, you make a big soup, 1 or 2 soups, and then you put them in your freezer. And during the week, all you need to do is bring them out, put in the microwave, and then you warm up. Or you just need to boil rice or something, or pasta or something. Okay, so that way you're not cooking all the time, and that will help save some cost, and also reduce your electricity and gas bills. So this is how you can save in that area. Now, unfortunately for the council tax, you can't really save much, apart from when you're a student. Maybe one of you is a student, then you might have a reduced council tax bill and all of that, but you can't do much with that. Now, when it comes to TV, some people say, oh, if I don't have a TV, do I have to pay a TV license? Well, if you watch TV with your laptop, you will still have to pay a license, because then you're also watching something, I think. Don't quote me, but if, let's say, for instance, you're watching BBC on your laptop, then you have to pay for that because it's considered as you're watching something. But some people might have Netflix on their laptops, and then that's what they use to catch up. Or you buy the Roku, which you connect to the internet. Even with the Roku, you still need to get a council TV license to be able to watch that. But don't quote me on that. I don't use a laptop to watch anything. I have my TV, but check, go do your findings. But with the TV, you can cut down. So I used to have Sky before, but now I have Virgin. But I used to have Sky for a very long time. And the thing with Sky or whatever is you sign up, they give you this fantastic deal. Oh, £30 for electric, for your TV, for your internet, and for your phone. And you think it's fantastic, and then you sign up. But gradually, they start increasing that charge. Gradually, they start increasing, and before you know it, you're paying £60 every month for all of this. So what I did was I got a Roku, which is like the Amazon Fire Stick. I got a Roku, and that's what we use. And then we just signed up to Netflix and to Amazon and all of that, and we watch through those. I mean, I then went ahead and got a Virgin, but to be honest, we don't even use it. And because the time had gone past to be able to cancel the contract, so we're just stuck with it. But nobody goes to watch that Virgin TV. My children just go through the Roku and they watch whatever they want to watch via Amazon and Netflix, which has a range of things for children. So you can cut down on that, and then you do this so that you don't have to pay the charges you do for the TV package and all of that. Now you can also cut down on car, okay? But the thing with the car is you're also going to pay for your bus, isn't it? You're going to pay for your bus drive and everything. So maybe rather than taking a higher purchase, you go for a good car, find some good money, buy a good car, and don't buy a very old car, because old cars, you find out that the taxes, they're usually higher, as well as the insurance. So try and get a good car that is not too old, and then that way you reduce the insurance and the car tax bill, and then also you fuel your car. So it's up to you. You know how much travel you do and all of that, to be able to guess how much that will cost for you. Now so we've talked about the main things that you can cut down here and there to help save on the expenses. Now some of these are inevitable, okay? For your house rent, it is inevitable. You have, the only thing you can do is, instead of going for you just check which areas have cheap house prices, which I have done a video on the areas where people like to live, which has a slightly affordable rent, okay? So look for those areas and let that be your area where you want to live. Then the house price is sort of like not too much. It's not too much to be able to deal with. So those ones are things that are inevitable. You have to pay them. But as I've said, I've mentioned ways you can sort of cut costs here and there to reduce the bill, and then it doesn't become too much. Now, these are the main ones that I can think of at the moment. Again, cut your costs. So don't go on a shopping spree all the time, okay? Don't go on a shopping spree. Shop in places that are cheap, right? I know that there are certain things that I like to buy from certain shops because of the quality, but most times buy things from shops that are cheap. Lidl, Aldi, these are your go-to shops, okay? And sometimes when I go to my local cooperative shop to buy cereal, you could be getting a box of cereal for £3.99, but then you go to Lidl and you get the same box of cereal for 98p, okay? So these are areas where you can also cut costs. Now, as I said, there are certain things that I like to buy from certain shop because of the quality, and I like those quality. So for instance, my yogurt, I like to buy my yogurt from Mark and Spencer because I like the quality of their yogurts. But things like cereal, washing liquid, sugar, all those things that are cheaper in the Aldi or Lidl, I buy them from those shops. And the other things that I think, okay, I like the quality of those things, I buy them from other shops that are slightly expensive. So you try and manage yourself. And sometimes it might mean that you're driving to several shops in a day to be able to buy things. But again, I have dedicated days that I do my shopping. I do my shopping, my monthly shopping, one day. So one Saturday, I go and I buy everything that I need for my house. The only things that I don't buy in bulk is milk and fruits. Okay, so because those are the things I like to have them fresh. Some people will buy milk in bulk and then they store it in the freezer. I don't like it. So the only things that will take me to the shop maybe every other day is fruits and milk. So these are the things. But every other thing, I know what I need in the house. I know what we use per month. I just buy them and I stock them in the freezer and then that's easy for me. So I know that that day is my day of shopping. So I'm going to drive to as many places as I can to buy all I need, and then I stock those, and I can then go to my local shop in my local area to buy the little things like milk, cheese, and bread, and all of that. Again, some people freeze, they buy large quantity and then they freeze bread. I don't like to freeze my bread. I don't like to freeze my milk. I don't like to freeze my fruits. I like to eat them fresh, and that's how I buy those things. But if you have dedicated days for where you shop, so let's say you shop every week, you say, okay, every Sunday I'll go shop after church, or every Saturday I shop for the week, and then that is it. So avoid going to the shop every single day, because you will spend more that way. Okay, if you go to the shop every single day, sometimes you go say, oh yeah, I want to buy butter, but then you end up coming out with butter, egg, milk, chocolate, things that you haven't budgeted to buy. Okay, so that is why there's always that temptation when you go into a shop, because then you remember, oh yeah, I need this, I need that, I need that, I need that, and then you will end up spending a lot of money. But if you plan yourself that you buy things on the days that you shop, and that is it. If I'm going to the shop, is to buy milk and this and that will also help to cut down on your feeding expenses, and stop from all these impromptu expenses and all of that. Okay, so these are the little ways that you can help sort of cushion the cost of things, so it doesn't become too much for you and for your household. Now, one more thing I want to say before I close: please do not get into the credit card trap. Okay, for those of you who are coming in new into the country, please do not get into the credit card trap, because you think, oh yeah, they're giving me this credit card, I can use it to buy this and use it and buy that. I don't have the money, but it's a debt that you are going to be paying for a very long time. To be honest, to pay those credit card debt, if you're not disciplined, you find out that you are paying a debt for that you can clear in 6 months. You'll be paying it for 2 years and 3 years. So, and the interest on these credit cards are usually high. They're usually high. So you'll be paying £60, but out of that £60, the interest will be £40, and the actual money going into that debt to bring down that debt is going to be £20. So tell me, how long did it take you to pay off that credit card? So a lot of times people come into the country and then they see this credit card and they go, voila, exciting. I also made that mistake. Exciting, I've got money to spend. No, it is a trap, and it's a cycle that you are constantly going to be in. Okay, so avoid the credit card trap. If you must, avoid it. Okay, try and live within your means. And if you must, I have friends who do this. If you must, you buy something with the credit card and try and pay it off as quickly as possible to avoid it mounting, and then you having to pay interest over and over again. So these are the ways that you can help reduce costs in the UK and manage your salary, your monthly income effectively as a family. Now, I hope that has been very helpful. And to this subscriber, I hope this has answered your questions. If you've got any more questions, leave it in the comment section and I will attend to it. Please do not forget to like, share this video, this particular video. Share and share and share, because I think it has a wealth of knowledge for newcomers into the United Kingdom, and even old people who have been, maybe old ones who have been here for 6 months. It will go a long way. Okay, so please share and share and share this video. And lastly, do not forget to click on the subscription tab to subscribe to my channel, and the notification bell as well, so when I upload new videos you will be notified and then you can hop on. Right, do have a fantastic half-term week. For those of you who are on half-term as we are, have a fantastic half-term week, and I will see you shortly. Au revoir.